Alright, welcome back everybody to Legend of Zelda 1. We are in the 7th dungeon. Always lovely. I can't count apparently to 8 correctly. I somehow, someway always count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7. So, yeah. Playing 7 as our next to last dungeon instead of 8. I must say these guys are a lot easier to deal with. Not that they don't hit me hard or hurt me, but I don't know. This is also what, the 3rd time I fought this guy in this dungeon, or am I thinking of the last dungeon? I don't know. This is definitely the 2nd time he split into 3 though. Weird too, because usually whenever you have a change in a monster's design, you know, they usually give it a different color, like in, you know, the crab thing that has the giant eyeball thing. When you defeat it the first time, you're fighting the easy version, but then they clearly say, oh no, this is going to be an easier version of this boss battle, because guess what? We're letting you know right off the bat, he's blue, he's going to take more damage than his red-orange counterpart. The dongos hate smoke, so if you happen to not put it in their mouth and they pause like that, you can hit them with your sword. But if they don't, it doesn't. Fun, huh? A bomb. I want that other bomb. Give me that bomb. Give me the bomb. Give me the bomb. Give me the bomb. I only have 3 bombs. I could use another, whatever, 6 bombs. That was 4 bombs, Chris. Not 6. There's another appearance of the hand guys. Come in from the side. They don't really spawn until you start getting near the walls, where they can easily grab you if you're not paying attention. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna grab you. Nope. Oh, they got me. Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me again. Too bad that doesn't do any damage to me. I think it's definitely something they changed in later Zelda games. They make the bubbles, as they're called, defeatable using magic powder, but in doing so they also allow the bubbles to now damage you instead. Yeah, I'm actually gonna backtrack here, because I missed one of the doors. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through the door. We're gonna make sure that everything's been cleaned up, and then we'll go after that. I don't think there's really anything important up here, like money. In fact, it's one of these guys which are very easy to defeat. Yay, more bombs. Bombs are one of those, I don't know. The drops in this game are a lot stricter than in other Zelda games. Obviously, being the first one, you can't. You can complain about it, but I don't mind it. I get it. The game, you know, you have a first game. You're gonna have some things that you're gonna want to work out in later games. Zelda 2 not sort of being, I wouldn't say necessarily a misstep, but it was definitely not the side-scrolling. Any game, whether it be Zelda or Wanderers of East, is not a smart idea. Because unlike in Mario, where like the job is to go from left screen to right screen, like this, I feel this genre benefits from being able to go in 4 different directions, if not more. Just because you're trying, as you can see, I'm trying to position myself in such a way that I don't take damage, and at the same time, like, I'm able to, you know, deal damage to them, whereas in Zelda 2, it's like everything's so... I mean, they have to give you a magic meter that allows you to do some magic, but it's very limited, the amount you can use. So a lot of it just becomes a lot of, well, can I skip over this guy, or do I have to physically fight him hand to hand? And like, for the most part, it's kind of like the old, well, it's not really old at this point, it's current. But it's sort of like, you know, Dark Souls rules, where it's just like, do you have to fight them? Then don't do it. Can you evade him? Great. Do you realize that that might not be the smartest idea? Yeah. What do? Figure it out. You use your own strategy to figure it out. Alright, that's all the Triforce pieces. So now we're gonna go to Death Mountain, which, Spectacle Rock as it's called. I do have to go back in here though. I forgot to pick up the bomb upgrade in this area. That shouldn't take too long for me to go find that though. I think it's like up a couple and over to the left. That's not what I wanted to do. I bet you'd like to have more bombs. Thank you. I always thought it would be kind of an interesting, and I'm looking back at a game that's almost as old as I am and saying, oh, you know, it'd be an interesting feature if they ever remade this game, aside from like the 15 other things I mentioned. I think one of the interesting things that you could do, and just sort of a minor change to the game, is have one, there's two drops in this game. One, you know, where you go into a dungeon, you pay 100 rupees, and you upgrade your armor, or not armor, you upgrade your bombs both times for 100 rupees each. Why not do it where you get, in one dungeon, you get the opportunity to upgrade your bombs for 100 rupees, and then you get a choice to upgrade your arrows, which it does, you know, you'll get 2 arrows per 1 rupee, you know? And I know at this point in the game it's sort of moot because you're gonna use the wand anyways, because the wand is free and it lights things on fire. So yeah. There's a Spectacle Rock. As you can see, there's 2 rocks next to each other. So it's called Spectacle Rock for some reason. So, nice thing the game did decide to do is they put Spectacle Rock right next to a potions lady. So now I've got full life, full potions, and we're gonna go in the dungeon. We're gonna go in the dungeon. No, we're gonna fight some Lionels instead. That makes sense, right? Fight some Lionels. Need all that health, right? For the dungeon. Let's fight the Lionels and see if they give me anything. Why? Because I'm an idiot. Nothing. They gave me nothing. Looked like they might give me something, but they didn't. Alright, so we've already wasted almost half of our health. Old man's gone now. We can go further into the dungeon. This is a wizard robe dungeon, as you can tell by the first board I'm in. First, second, whatever you want to call it. It's not bad, except for the fact that if my big shield gets eaten by likes, I'm gonna have to go back and grind out 90 rupees for a fucking shield. And these guys are fucking obnoxious. So I just lost roughly half my health there, just in that one room. Now I got likes to deal with as well. And I'm dead. Just fine. That is fine. Saved my, both, health potions. Now this is me cutting forward into where I have full life again. So yep, we're just gonna move forward like I didn't die there. I didn't waste half my life with the Lionels. was not great. This is a great first area, isn't this? Bubbles make it impossible for me to use my sword. They are not affected by fire, they are not affected by magic, and I did not need to do any of that to get through this stage. Isn't that great? It's like I don't need to be in this room either. Alright, we're gonna use a potion. I'm 3 screens in, we're gonna use a potion. Isn't this fun? And I've got another potion to go. In case I need to use it. Which I will need to use it. So, wizard robes are not affected by either the fire or the wand itself. I'm trying to keep myself away from the likes because I don't want my shield to get eaten, as I mentioned before, because it's expensive to replace. Yes, they can walk into the doorway, which sucks. Perfect. Nothing there. So if you manage to slash out of the like before it eats your shield, you'll get to keep your big shield. But as I mentioned earlier, that can be difficult, particularly if you don't have the strongest shield, or strongest sword in the game, or if they eat you at full life, probably very difficult to get out of there without losing your big shield. The thing I don't mind about, I understand a lot of people do not like the wizard robes in this game and they think they're the hardest enemy, and I kind of agree with them because of the fact that they're throwing projectiles, but they are so much easier to run down and hit with my sword than having to deal with. I kind of don't need to do this. I'm so used to playing the old Zelda games where they basically lock you in a room and tell you to, hey, you haven't beat this room yet, go fuck yourself until you do. Alright, let's heal ourselves up again. Yeah, the big issue is the wizard robes aren't affected by anything. As long as you have full life there, that's a super awesome way to deal with them, but if you don't, screwed. I'm almost in one humongous circle here. Yeah, we are gonna cheese this here. I don't feel like dealing with anything on this board. A key I don't need. This is the entrance area. I went in a big loop. Go on a big loop and none of the doors. You can bomb through any of the doors. What do you got to do? Means you probably got to go to the area that hasn't been bombed yet. Ta-da! That'll make for a nice shortcut, though. If I die, I'll just go up. I'll just go up 2 boards and then come down. Oh look, it's the magic wand destroying these guys yet again. Why? Because I can. Ooh, yeah. That bat almost flew into that fire as well. That'd been hilarious. No, no likes. Bad likes. I have no problem just sitting back and just sniping you from afar. There are 2 items in here, one of which you need to beat the game, one of them which you don't need, but it is useful. The first item is the silver arrows, which are hidden in the dungeon somewhere. If you want to defeat the final boss, you have to have silver arrows. Otherwise, Ganon will continue to resurrect over and over again. However, there's also a red ring that gives you your red armor, which is, you know, double what blue armor does, I believe. So, super good, entirely optional, but makes this dungeon much easier to deal with because the wizard robes aren't hitting nearly as hard. The fuck? I thought I killed you. The likes didn't come back though. I must have left the room a little too quickly. So the red candle is another thing that I don't quite understand in this game when they were designing this. And maybe it's because they mix up the weapons in New Game Plus. I don't know, or the items you get in each dungeon. But if you get each item in each dungeon as you're going along, okay? Also, this is a new boss thing that we did not encounter at any point, which is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. That you wouldn't have made this one of the bosses instead of repeating the multiple-headed dragon thing and the other single-headed dragon twice. Go to the next room. Yeah. Okay, good. But some of the items, you know, the way they disperse them, I even in Link to the Past, I sort of question, like, why do you wait so long to give the blue armor? Because by the time you get the blue armor, you're already 4 dungeons into Dark World, and then, you know, another dungeon or 2 and you get the red armor. Like, well, why don't you make that as, like, maybe not the first, but the second dungeon, you know? Have you do a whole dungeon in Dark World with your green tunic, and then at that point you open up, say, dungeons 2 and 3, the way to get to dungeons 2 and 3, and you can do dungeons 2 and 3 in whatever order you want to do them in. So I guess if you skipped the one that has the tunic in it, you just keep progressing and never get the tunic till the end of the game. But I guess you would, I don't know. I try to make it easier to get to the tunic. Or maybe make the tunic something that you can easily get after you get to past the first dungeon. Like, I think in the first dungeon you get hammer. So make it so that now you can go to that area and get an upgraded, you know, and you pay like whatever, 100 rupees, 1,000 rupees, I don't know, whatever you want to, whatever you think is fair. And just do it that way, so that you have access to your upgraded armor instead of having to wait, you know, halfway through, you know, 3/4 of the way through the game, and then all of a sudden it's replaced at the, you know, 90% mark. But yeah, the red candle in this game gets quickly replaced because, like I said, you can get the blue candle. You have to buy it at any point. I guess if you don't pick the candle up at all, this could be your only option for the candle. But as soon as you go into Dungeon 8, you're picking up the book that upgrades your wand. So you're shooting fire out of your wand now, which acts just like the candle, except it has the added benefit of also being a wand. Alright. Alright, like before, when I die, I'm just gonna skip over the part where I go back and grind out rupees to get a new potion, and I'm gonna skip the part where I go back to the fairy fountain to get full health, because it just I just think it's a waste of time to show that. I mean, if I'm gonna spend, you know, a half an hour or so grinding out, you know, 60-some, 70 rupees, you know, do you really want to sit here for an episode or two because I died 3 times? Anyways. Let's not let the likes eat my shield. That would be great, thank you. I'm very concerned with my shield because the likes cannot eat my sword, they cannot eat my wand, they cannot eat all my bombs or my arrows, or keys, or experience, or hearts. They can only eat my fucking shield, and that thing is expensive as hell to deal with. Bastard. So at this point I'm following a map now. Just because there's a number of things that I kind of want to, I don't need to get, but I kind of want to get. The map, the compass, of course the red ring, and then, you know, eventually I would figure out where the silver arrows are, but again, sort of to speed up this whole process, I'm using a map just to sort of see where I need to go next. Because it's very easy to end up in the wrong area and have to loop back around. Fuck this shit. That's the one, I guess the one big problem with wizard robes. When they line up in your same column or row, they just start shooting magic endlessly. Perfect. So this time, instead of going north, we're gonna go south. Because I believe, yeah, this will lead us to the red ring. I like how if you didn't have the lion's key at this point, and you wanted to know what was behind the left-hand door, and you weren't smart enough to you didn't bomb the wall, you'd be essentially wasting a key to go a way that doesn't benefit you at all. It's just a dead end. Yeah. Anytime there's something that we need to get to, you're gonna see this boss pop up. Whether it's the red ring, silver arrows, etc. Kinda wish that would work on him, but it does not. Look how good that would be if they just all perfectly lined up and got burned to death. I've got to use your sword. Or maybe even arrows might work on him, I don't know. Nope, can't kill him until you take all the things out. And that nice little how to do. Right now I could kill you. Not too hard. Yeah, I was standing on the map when it spawned. Fun, huh? Yes, I just got the map. Got the compass. But to get to the red ring, we need to continue to move north. Why? Because it's, for some reason in Zelda games, whenever you have an empty space on the map, that's where everything's hidden. Or at least the room to get to there. Gotta heal. Alright. So I think let's see here, one blue wizard robe, there's probably an orange one I haven't killed yet. That'll be good. Isn't too bad. Okay, there's two blue wizard robes, I didn't see that. Hi, Red Ring. You're gonna help trivialize the rest of this dungeon. Now I take less damage. Alright, we're gonna loop back around. We're gonna continue that original direction we went, where the guy says you gotta, I think he said go to the next room. It's hilarious because he also happened to be standing right next to the red ring. You can't bomb into that room. You gotta go from the bottom. He's basically telling you to go to the next room, so you think he's giving you a hint to go this way for progress. But he's also giving you a hint because the red ring is on the other side of him. Hilarious. I love when blues mean two different things. When they mean both A and B, and both are true. Oh, do you want me to go left or do you want me to go right? True. Which is true? Both. Be like, you know, going to, how do I want to put this? It would be like, kind of like going to, going, oh, hey, can you go in the other room and get my keys? And you're like, well, do you need me to go left or, you know, to the left room or the right room? And you said, yes. So you go in the left room and, you know, there's, you know, keys to my house. And You go in the right room, and there's keys to my car or something. You know, both are correct. Fucking hate this thing. Let's go! Fuck me.